Okay, we are going to use remove duplicates now. Now, before we use remove duplicates, there's something very important I would like you to do for this example. If you have been following along and you use the filter, I'd like you to go back to filter, and I'd like you to go to configuration and make sure that you are either saying portfolio company is company A and the country is China, or what you can do is you can turn that one off. You can go back and you can say portfolio company here is equal to company A. I have it saved. And the country is equal to China, all caps. There's a very specific reason why I want this to work. So let's run that first, and then we're going to go do remove duplicates. All right, so as you can see here, if I go to preview, I have only company A, only China. You can see here I have dates like November 13th, October 22nd, October 15th. We're going to use this for example. Let's say we want to remove duplicates. Let's go grab remove duplicates, drag it right here, a little circle, a little triangle. How does this thing work? What does this do? Well, this is saying, hey, we got a lot of China. We got a lot of company A, and we got a lot of China. Well, what if I just want one? Well, what does that mean is maybe the better question to ask yourself. So if I click this, I'm going to show you some examples. I'd like you to follow along. If I click here and I only say portfolio company and country. Now we know everything prior is filtered for only A and for China. Let's see what happens. Let's run preview. Okay, moment of truth. Remove duplicates. I go to preview and look, I only have one row. But if I go back to filter, I have all these dates of company A and China. So what happened? Well, what's happening is because we only selected the two columns that we're looking at, it's finding the first instance of that. So if you know Excel, VLOOKUP does the same thing, where if you have multiple combinations that you're trying to find, like go give me a VLOOKUP of portfolio company A and China, but you have 5 instances of it, VLOOKUP will only find the first instance and just quit, just stop. Same thing is happening here with remove duplicates if we only select the two columns that we want. Remember, remove duplicates is not looking at columns, it's looking at the entire row. So we need to look for instances where all the rows are distinct. Otherwise, it's going to consolidate up until it finds the first one where it's just distinct in itself. All right, so watch this. If I go back to remove duplicates and if I hit configuration, let's add date. So I have portfolio company, country, and date. Let's see what happens. All right. Now I have all my dates happening in here, right? And I have all the other pieces because all those dates are very unique. So that's what's happening. So here is my kind of rule of thumb. Here's kind of what I do. I break this. I usually do utility, select columns right here, connect that, and I'll pick the columns that I really just need. So I might say, hey, I only need date, I need portfolio company, and I need country. That's it. And then I'll go in here, remove duplicates, and I'll pick everything that I need. So I'll pick all the columns because I want the rows to be specifically unique. That's happening. In this instance, for example, we do have unique rows because it's one per day. We don't have company A showing multiple times on China, but that's just an example that I'm trying to show you. Hit run preview again, you'll see. Hit here, preview, and there you go. Now you can see all the unique dates by country and by portfolio company. So that's just showing you how to use this remove duplicates function. You do not have to do the select columns before. It's a good practice that I do. You are very welcome to connect directly to it, but just make sure that you are picking all of the correct columns that you're looking to find a unique instance. Remember, what's happening is Domo is going down and it's finding when there's a unique row, and that's based on the criteria pulling, and it's popping that up. If there are multiple instances of it, you have to add more and more columns to allow for more of the expansion of. So I will use this a lot, especially if I have a same customer showing multiple times and there are actually multiple transactions, because for instance, with Shopify data, you might see a customer order ID and you might see 5 lines of that, the same date that it was ordered, the same price, even the same revenue. You're like, what's going on here? It's because there are several types of taxes. You might see 3 lines because there's a state tax, federal tax, some other types of taxes. If it shows up 3 times, what I'll usually do is I'll actually go to the select columns right before it, take out that tax thing, and then just say now remove duplicates, and it'll consolidate into one row. So that's an example of how I apply remove duplicates.